good evening viewers, and welcome to another episode of Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Another hectic week on the sports front. We kickstart tonight with our weekend sporting briefs.
Moresby Soccer Association had its long-awaited opening matches to the 2014 soccer season at Bismark Soccer Ground. Forfeits had started off the day, however the Men's Super League brought interesting results. Newly promoted Golo FC in red took an early 2-goal lead against a strong and experienced McClaren team, featuring seasoned players, with the debutants testing their rivals on more than one occasion. Golo running out 4-1 winners. In the other Super League match, Cosmos FC shook off pre-season cobwebs to beat a strong university side 3-2. And Guria trashed a hapless McClaren team 5-0 in the only women's match played in the afternoon. To softball, and 10 teams in 3 pools played out their last matches of the rounds before their finals. Swire Shipping had a narrow 6-5 win over Interim in Pool B to keep their qualifying hopes alive. In Pool C, ANZ had an entertaining and exciting win over Pacific Assurance Group, winning 7-4 by the end of the third innings. And PNG Power took on Pool A leaders Remington, relishing a 3-2 win.
Yes, excellent win. We were looking forward to the win today. We basically practiced hard during the week because in our first round, Remington completely annihilated us. And so we decided that we should win this match and to secure our position in the finals. Basically, we just did the basic skills that normal softball teams would do. It wasn't very hectic, but still we did practice a lot of our betting, even though it didn't work out too well for us in this game. Hopefully, in the next game at 3 o'clock, we should be able to pick up in our bet.
For Moresby AFL saw some big matches in the A Reserve Division, predominantly filled with youth players and under-19s. Central Bombers were big winners over a gritty University Tigers, the match going down to the wire, although the Bombers were able to make their kicks on goals count, winning the match 5-7-37 to Tigers 3-4-22. The A Reserve game saw Defence trash Tarama Suns in a tough encounter that saw end-to-end movement. The boys from Murray Barracks securing a comprehensive 35-8 win. And finally to hockey, and the Port Moresby Hockey Association matches saw interesting matchups in both the men's and women's divisions. A rejuvenated Wanderers women's team ran out 4-1 winners over Global Crust. Both B-grade sides were looking to maintain their good form coming into the game, but it was Wanderers who got off to a better start and maintained their consistency to the end. The other women's B-grade game saw Sunam run out 3-1 winners over Mavericks. Both sides attacking well, but Sunam converting their opportunities to goals. In the men's A grade, Zogole continued their good run of form with a comprehensive victory over Bismark Red. Dominating in attack and strong in defense, Zogole were able to restrict their opponent's possession of the ball and were ruthless in their finishing. Zogole winning the match 4-1.
Now I have here with me one of 20 Coca-Cola backpacks to give away. Now all you have to do is text FIFA to 1661 or 1661 for a chance to win yourself some great prizes. It's only 49 Toya per text, so if you keep watching Sports Scene exclusively on MTV, who knows, you might be the lucky winner. Now the Coca-Cola backpack itself comes with a Coca-Cola t-shirt, a soccer ball, a key tag, a pair of tongs, and we have a wristband as well. So stay tuned, coming up, the Trukai Fun Run, and watch carefully to see if you can spot yourself in the crowd. Welcome back. If you just tuned in, you're watching Coca-Cola Sports Scene. The Trukai Fun Run attracted thousands of participants on Sunday morning. The money raised will support the 140 contingents to 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow and the Youth Olympics in Nanjing, China next month. And among the Fun Run participants was the 2015 Pacific Games mascot Tura da Kokomo.
The day began as early as 5:30 a.m. with Port Moresby residents blooming the park in yellow t-shirts. The coveted PNG OC major fundraiser since its inception in 1983, sponsored by the SP Brewery under their soft drink franchise of Pepsi, before Trukai took over in 2000, is getting bigger and better every year. As usual, it started off with warm-ups facilitated by PNG OCI Performance Manager Aaron Alsop and Tura da Kokomo. A pep talk from Sergeant Dawanikura and Sports Minister Justin Kichenko.
All the infrastructure that we are building for the Pacific Games is all for you and the future sporting heroes and codes of our country.
The 2014 Trukai Fun Run began at Boroko Drive to Spring Garden Road, with Tura and even the young ones indulging in the beauty of the event. With the aim of raising awareness about the importance of vitamin enrichment. Vitamin enrichment in staple foods helps to provide essential vitamins in the diet to improve the health and well-being of Papua New Guineans. The message was clearly printed on the 54,800 t-shirts, auction sold in Port Moresby, and 22,400 in Lae. The total t-shirts sponsored by Trukai to PNG OC were 95,000, an increase of 5,000 t-shirts. The participating centres are Lae, Mount Hagen, Goroka, Popondetta, Tabubil, Biala, Ramu, Vanimo, KVN, including Makerupu in the Central Province. The run took a route to Waigani Central under tunnel runabout to Waigani Drive, then to Sayubet Mari Highway to Jack Pedic Park.
Victoria Police Cocoda program saw 40 trackers taking part in the AFL program to raise funds for schools. Money raised will be donated to organizations to help school kids and give them greater opportunity to attend school or education institutions by providing better and quality education. Victoria Police Kokoda Track program that has been running for 8 years now saw 40 trackers all in their uniforms attend the AFL competitions at the Murray Barrick Sporting Arena. Most of the trackers were AFL players and were willingly showing some great football drills to the kids. Part of the Kokoda Track project is to raise funds for the kids from across the country so that the money made is given to educational institutions to provide better and quality education to the children of Papua New Guinea.
So we have three school teachers, 17 students, 6 police officers, and we have a combination of people that are into drilling and rigging, health insurance. It's a real combination. It's a broad spectrum of sponsors that we have involved that generate money into the program, which then gets generated into the local school here, and it's just to provide an education for some local kids to give them a chance in life.
The highlight of the day was the under-14 Binatang boys who were training on the side with the help and support of the trekkers. The trekkers had a ball with the kids as they played and mingled all in their smiles. The kids really enjoyed the day as they expressed their happiness through sports and enjoying the company of the trackers.
I like to get involved with, in programs like that and with others as well, and to have, Australians who love footy and, taking part in footy with us here. It's a really, really great opportunity, and you can see from the background some of the secondary school boys having a session with our under-14 Coca-Cola Binatangs. They leave for Brisbane next week, Saturday, and they're going to take part in the Queensland State Under-14 Championships, and they're travelling there on Saturday to retain their title, which they won last year.
The Under-14 boys have been doing really well in all their games and are still holding the Queensland State title. The Binatang boys will travel to Brisbane, Australia this Saturday to defend their Queensland State title.
Boys, clear up space!
Stick around. Coming up, Nancy Gar from AFL PNG will give us more an insight in the Coca-Cola Binatangs, who will be travelling to Brisbane for the Queensland State Championships. The Coca-Cola Binatangs will be travelling to Brisbane, Australia for Queensland State Championships, and we spoke to AFL PNG's Youth Development Officer Nancy Gar on the team's preparation so far.
They leave for Brisbane next week, Saturday, and they're going to take part in the Queensland State Under-14 Championships, and they're travelling there on Saturday to retain their title, which they won last year. So there's about 25 boys, roughly about 10 boys from Port Moresby and a few selected from the other provinces as well. So it's really, really good to have them, just have a mingle around with the under-14s as well. And the under-14s, they've been training, I'd say, since the beginning of the year when it was just the train-on squad, and now we've cut down to the travelling squad. So they're really good. Some of these boys, they've been travelling as the under-14 Binatangs for a couple of years now. So we have really, really good talents in the team. We have, players like Eddie Manzin and Sylvester, who's really, really good. So we have a tough team this year again, and there's no doubt that, they are capable of retaining the title this year again.
Still on our sponsors, Coca-Cola is giving you a chance to win these Coca-Cola backpacks. All you have to do is text FIFA to 1661 or 1661 for a chance to win yourself some great prizes. It's only 49 per text, so if you keep watching Sports Scene exclusively on MTV, who knows, you might be the lucky winner. Now, also travelling overseas, the PNG Rugby Football League introduced a final 15-member squad for the Under-19 Rugby League Championships in Glasgow, Scotland.
The team arrived at the airport after a hectic week of training. A 15-member squad was the final product of the successful trials and test schedule leading up to the championships, which will be in Glasgow, Scotland.
Perform well in terms of their attitude and attendance to training. Commitment to training has been very, very good. In all, the boys have prepared very well, and we are ready to take on the flight to go for the games now.
Who will be captaining the team?
Our captainship was decided based on training and leadership, and our captain will be Silas. Silas will be captain, and the vice captain will be Warren Glary from Leigh.
The Schoolboys Rugby League tour to Australia last year was under his captainship, and he says with that experience he hopes to sail the ship smoothly.
My best, I'll talk to my boys and we'll play to the best of our ability. And as for myself, my background, I came from Baruni and I'm from Morobe, and I represent Southern Zone, and I'm really proud to be a PNG.
Coach Dennis Miel is committed to bring the team back home with positive results. It was with the players since they were named and worked with them through levels of fitness. The boys will make a first appearance in an inaugural championship at the Commonwealth level that hopes to become a medal sport in the next Commonwealth Games. The exhibition tournament will go down the history books with the players recording a memorable yet colourful highlight of their rugby league development pathway.
Sponsors PNG LNG, Enigini, Boroko Maurus, National Gaming Control Board, and PNG Power. So without the support and commitment, the programs we are running for junior and rugby league in general in Papua New Guinea would not be possible. And to be able to send the young boys over to the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland.
The Rugby Nines format will be an exhibition tournament for possible medals come the next Commonwealth Games. We'll go for our final break, and coming up, all the updates on the FIFA World Cup. Welcome back. Well, it's day 11 in the FIFA World Cup, and here are some updates on the World Cup from Jeremy, who has not been sleeping too well.
Brazil are largely tipped to beat a Cameroon team in disarray and lead Group A with Mexico and Croatia to battle for second spot. The Netherlands and Chile will easily top Group B, although both will want to avoid second place and the prospect of meeting Brazil. Colombia are comfortable winners of Group C and only need a draw to fully secure it. However, a win for bottom place Japan or Greece could see one of them, not the Ivory Coast, advance. 3 former World Cup winners sit behind Costa Rica, who have surprised many. Italy need a win to stay in the competition. France are finding new form after big wins in their first 2 games. The 1998 champions dominate. Ecuador close behind with a better goal difference over Switzerland. Germany have been in devastating form and along with the United States only need a draw against each other to advance. Belgium have topped the easiest group in the World Cup, although Algeria have been very impressive so far.
Before we go, Coca-Cola is giving you a chance to win these Coca-Cola backpacks. All you have to do is text FIFA to 1661 or 1661 for your chance to win some great prizes. It's only 49 toya per text, so if you keep watching Sports Scene exclusively on MTV, who knows, you might be the lucky winner. If you have any sports-related stories or feature stories and would like us to cover it for you, please send us an email to sportscene@mtv.com.pg or check us out on Facebook and find all our latest sporting updates. As always, please buy our PNG-made Coca-Cola drinks every time you purchase one. I'm Godwin Eki. Good night.